Ever wonder why some people seem to have a magical touch when it comes to money while others always struggle? Could it be they are avoiding some common financial mistakes that others fall into? Well, it's no magic trick or secret formula. It's all about sound financial management. You see, mastering your money isn't just about making more. It's about knowing where it's going, planning ahead, and making informed decisions. Yet many of us stumble over the same financial hurdles. We fall into traps that can be easily avoided with a bit of knowledge and foresight. These missteps can lead to a mountain of debt, a lack of savings, or worse, financial insecurity. But don't worry. Understanding these pitfalls is the first step to avoiding them. So, here we are, ready to explore these financial traps that can trip us up on our journey to financial freedom. Let's dive into these financial pitfalls and learn how to sidestep them. The first pitfall is not having a budget. Do you know where your money goes each month, or does it just seem to disappear? Now, some of you might be thinking, why do I need a budget? I know what I'm spending. But here's the thing. A budget isn't just about tracking your expenses. It's about having control over your finances and making sure your money is working for you, not the other way around. Think of a budget as your financial GPS. It helps you navigate your income, showing you where you're spending too much and where you could be saving more. And just like a GPS doesn't tell you where you can't go, a budget doesn't limit your spending. It simply provides a clear path to reach your financial goals. Without a budget, you might find yourself spending on things you don't need or even remember buying. Those shoes on sale, that latest gadget, or those daily coffee shop visits might seem harmless, but they can quickly add up and pinch your wallet. A budget helps you recognize and avoid these unnecessary expenses. Moreover, a budget isn't a one-size-fits-all ordeal. It's tailor-made to suit your lifestyle and financial goals. Whether you're saving for a house, planning a vacation, or just trying to pay off debt, a budget is your best friend. A budget also brings peace of mind. Without one, you might constantly worry about whether you can afford your next purchase or if you're setting aside enough for the future. But with a budget, you know exactly where your money is going. And when you spend within your budget, you can do so without guilt or worry. You see, having a budget is like having a roadmap to financial success. It's about being intentional with your money, making informed decisions, and ultimately, taking charge of your financial future. Remember, a budget isn't about restricting what you spend. It gives you permission to spend without guilt or worry. So, why not give it a shot? Start budgeting today and take a step towards financial freedom. Another common pitfall is ignoring small expenses. Ever thought that morning coffee or daily lunch out doesn't make a dent in your wallet? Well, it's time to think again. Those seemingly small expenses can add up quickly and make a significant impact on your financial health. A $5 latte every day becomes nearly $2,000 by the end of the year. That's a round-trip airfare to Paris or a decent used car. And it's not just coffee. It's the vending machine snacks, the subscription services you forgot you signed up for, the impulse buys at the checkout line. Each of these is a small leak in your financial ship, and if they go unchecked, they can send you sinking. So, how can we navigate these treacherous waters? The first step is awareness. Start by tracking all your expenses for 1 month, no matter how small. You might be surprised to find out where your money is actually going. Next, evaluate. Do you really need that magazine subscription you hardly read, or could you put that money towards something more valuable? The key here is not to deprive yourself of all life's little pleasures, but rather to make sure you're spending your money in a way that brings you joy and aligns with your financial goals. Finally, create a plan. Set a budget for your small expenses and stick to it. This might mean packing a lunch a few days a week, or making your own coffee in the morning. Small changes can make a big difference. Remember, controlling your small expenses doesn't mean you have to live a life of austerity. It's about making wise choices, valuing your hard-earned money, and using it to create a life you love. So, the next time you think about that small expense, remember, small leaks sink big ships. Hey there, enjoying the video so far? We're glad you're here, and we hope you're finding these financial pitfalls enlightening. If you're finding value in our content, why not give that subscribe button a click? It's a quick and easy way to ensure you don't miss out on more informative videos like this one. And if this video is helping you navigate the tricky waters of personal finance, give it a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more people who could benefit from this information. Alright, we've got more pitfalls to cover. Let's dive back in, shall we? Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing your money. The third pitfall is not saving for emergencies. Life is unpredictable, isn't it? But are your finances ready for it? Let's ponder upon this for a moment. What if your car breaks down or your refrigerator stops cooling, or worse, you lose your job? These are not pleasant scenarios to think about, but they are realities of life that can strike anyone, anytime. That's where an emergency fund comes into play. A financial buffer to cushion the blows of life's curveballs. An emergency fund is not an option. It's a necessity. It's the financial safety net that keeps you afloat during hard times without plunging into debt. It's that stash of money that gives you peace of mind when the world around you seems to be in chaos. But how do you start building an emergency fund, you might be wondering? Well, it's simple. Start small. You don't need to have thousands saved up right away. Even a small amount set aside regularly can accumulate into a substantial sum over time. Start by saving a small percentage of your income each month. It could be 5%, 10%, or whatever you can comfortably afford. Remember, the goal is not to strain your finances, but to strengthen them. It's about creating a habit of saving, of prioritizing your financial security. And as you get more comfortable, you can gradually increase your savings. Now, how much should you aim to save? A good rule of thumb is to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. This should cover most unexpected expenses or tide you over during a period of unemployment. Of course, everyone's situation is different. You might need more or less depending on your financial obligations, lifestyle, and comfort level. The key is to assess your needs and adjust your savings goal accordingly. An emergency fund isn't built in a day, but having one will make those rainy days a little less stressful. So, start saving today. It's never too late to prepare for the uncertainties of life. The final pitfall is neglecting retirement savings. Retirement may seem far off, but is it wise to delay saving for it? Let's ponder this question for a moment. The allure of immediate gratification can often overshadow the importance of long-term financial security. However, the reality is the sooner you start saving for your golden years, the more comfortable they're likely to be. Consider this. Saving for retirement is not merely about stashing away money for a distant future. It's about ensuring that you have the financial freedom to enjoy life on your own terms when your regular income stops. It's about building a nest egg that allows you to live your life with dignity, without having to depend on others. Starting early is the key. The more time you give your money to grow, the larger your retirement fund will be. This is where the power of compound interest comes into play. When you invest your savings, not only does your money grow, but the interest you earn on it grows as well. Over time, this creates a snowball effect, turning even small, regular contributions into a substantial sum. Now you might be wondering how to start saving for retirement. Here are a few tips. First, determine how much you will need for your retirement. This will depend on your lifestyle choices, your health, and many other factors. Next, consider contributing to a retirement account like a 401k or an IRA. These accounts offer tax advantages that can help your savings grow more quickly. Remember, every dollar you contribute is a step towards a more secure future. Lastly, make saving for retirement a habit. Just as you wouldn't skip a meal, don't skip on your retirement savings. Automate your contributions if possible, ensuring that a portion of your income goes straight into your retirement fund. Remember, the earlier you start saving for retirement, the less you'll have to save later. So don't fall into the pitfall of neglecting your retirement savings. It's never too early or too late to start. Your future self will thank you for it. Now that we've uncovered these financial pitfalls, let's recap. The first pitfall we discussed was the importance of having a budget. A budget is your financial roadmap, guiding you towards your financial goals. Without it, you might find yourself lost in a sea of unnecessary expenses. Next, we highlighted the tendency to overlook small expenses. Remember, those small, seemingly insignificant purchases can accumulate into a significant drain on your finances over time. We also touched on the importance of saving for emergencies. Life can be unpredictable, and having a safety net can save you from financial distress when unexpected expenses arise. Lastly, we emphasized the need to start saving for retirement early. It's never too early to start thinking about your golden years. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Avoid these financial pitfalls, and you'll be well on your way to financial stability. Remember, the key is to start now, not tomorrow, not next week, but now. After all, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Thank you for tuning in to Money Pitfalls 2024. Dodge the dangers. We truly hope you found this video informative and helpful in guiding you towards financial stability. If you're interested in more financial tips and advice, we encourage you to explore our other YouTube content. Your journey to financial literacy doesn't have to stop here. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our future videos. We're constantly updating our content to provide you with up-to-date and valuable financial insights. Once again, thank you for investing your time with us. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing your money. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.